right now, under the feet of millions in India's industrial corridors. From the factories of Vapi to the tanneries of Kanpur, an invisible invasion is happening. It's 2026, and our soil is screaming. Lead and cadmium aren't just names on a periodic table anymore, they're entering our food chain at record levels. Today, we are looking at why our old ways of cleaning are failing, and how an ancient grass combined with futuristic isotope tracking is the breakthrough we've been waiting for. The invisible threat and the chemical wall. As urban expansion swallows industrial outskirts, the barrier between factory and farm has vanished. We used to rely on chemical washing, flooding soil with agents to strip toxins. But here's the catch, it's too slow, it's incredibly expensive, and it often kills the living part of the soil, leaving it a sterile desert. We are losing the race against pollution. Meet the biological engineer, Vetiver. Enter Chrysopogon's zizanioids, Vetiver. To the untrained eye, it's just grass. To a bioengineer, it's a high-performance machine. Vetiver has a massive vertical root system that can reach 3 to 4 meters deep. It doesn't just sit there, it acts as a biological sponge, stabilizing the soil and locking those heavy metals away in its biomass. The science of isotope fingerprinting. But how do we prove the plant is working? And more importantly, how do we prove who polluted the soil in the first place? This is where it gets complicated. We use isotope fingerprinting, the GPS of atoms. Every factory's waste has a unique chemical signature based on its isotope ratios. The tracking, by measuring the ratio of stable isotopes lead-208 to lead-207, scientists can create a GPS coordinate for a metal ion. The validation. We can track an ion from a specific factory's runoff through the soil and watch it get trapped in the vetiver roots. It's undeniable proof of both the source and the cure. Vedic wisdom meets modern biotech. This isn't actually new. Ancient Vedic texts refer to Ushira, vetiver, for its water purifying and cooling properties. What is new is the 2026 synthesis. We are using modern biotechnology to optimize how these plants interact with soil microbes. Compared to high-energy mechanical dig and dump remediation, which costs a fortune and burns carbon, Vetiver is a living technology. It's a self-replicating, solar-powered filter that costs a fraction of the price for an Indian farmer. Exam-ready insights. The green mining future. Quick-fire round for the students and pros. If you are prepping for the 2026 environmental science benchmarks, remember these 3 pillars. Phytosequestration. The plant locks toxins in its roots. Phytoextraction. The plant pulls toxins into its leaves for harvesting. Green mining. Phytomining. Here's the 2026 twist. We don't just throw the toxic grass away. We harvest it, safely incinerate it, and recover the lead and cadmium from the ash for industrial reuse. We are turning a liability into a resource. The soil is our literal foundation. If we continue to treat it like a trash can, it will treat our food like poison. We need policymakers to mandate biological buffers, strips of vetiver, around every industrial zone in India. It's time to bridge the gap between our ancient roots and our isotopic future. Stay grounded. I'll see you in the next one. Kindly like, comment and subscribe for more such deep dives.